Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the Pacific LCQ tournament. It has just finished while I'm recording this on the 23rd of July, and I also still have the stream up because I actually don't know who the MVP is, so I'm just waiting for that. If I do end the video before they announce the MVP, I will just put it up after I will just do it post editing. So yeah. So let's get right into it, and we'll first start off with the participants. And here are the participants. We have ZETA Division, Team Secret, Gen G, Rexicum Keon, Global Esports, Talent Esports, and Detonation Focus Me, excuse me. Before we actually get into the results, I would like to talk about some of the changes that has happened, notably mainly from Global Esports and Detonation Focus Me. So Global, the only one is that Wrongski has left the team, and I'm pretty sure Hell Ranger also that also left as well. Well, I think it was Hell Ranger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Hell Ranger who also left the team. It was mainly Wrongski part away, and he's also has officially retired from professional Valorant gameplay. So, yeah, pretty unlucky there for Wrongski. Hopefully, I wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. So, yeah, and then Detonation Focus Me. They actually added a coach that had been Rayan, or I'm pretty sure it might be pronounced Ray, but it's kind of weird because he's a technical coach, and this is his first time he's coaching a team. So in Valorant, because he's mainly a CS coach, so it's kind of weird. And also HSK's contract expires, so he has left the team as well from there. So they basically now have two coaches. And Melfovia has also been promoted up to head coach position as well. Let's now have a look at the bracket, and we'll first start off with Talent Esports versus Detonation Focus Me. It was a 2-0 victory for Talent Esports against Detonation Focus Me. No really surprise there. Patafan again, MVP, 37 on Fracture, 13-8 on Ascent. No surprises there. Detonation Focus Me. They improved a bit from the regular season, but just not enough for just winning a game. They are also the only team to actually go 0-10 in all three international leagues, which includes regular season and the LCQ. So they have not won a single match. I guess if you include Locked in Sao Paulo, that is 0-11. So that is the longest losing streak in this new franchise format. Upper bracket quarterfinals now. RIQ, they win against Global Esports. Once again, no really surprises here. 2-0 victory for RIQ. 13-10 are both Split and Ascent. And EJ again, MVP. Lord EJ, he was a god, basically. He was so good. I was a bit disappointed in Askarasi. He wasn't that great. Texture had some good moments. Munya had some good moments. Shout out to Munya as well for basically having, like, I don't know what it was, like a 30-minute delay just because he spilled his freaking water. He spilled his cup onto his setup, and that was like a 30-minute delay. So shout out to Munya for that. So that was quite funny. And for the other one is Gen G Esports. They 2-1 against Talent Esports. Very, very close game though. Talent definitely, they definitely kept Gen G, what's I'm trying to look for? They kept Gen G basically like pushing really hard to get the win, and it was the IGL TS gained MVP. 13-11 on Pearl though for Talon, and 13-10 on Split, and 15-13 on Haven went to Gen G. And this, I was a bit skeptical still on Gen G. They still weren't looking too good, so I wasn't really too confident on them. Next up, we had the upper bracket semifinals, 2-1 victory for ZETA Division against Rexicum Keon. 2-1 victory. 13-2 on Haven though for RIQ, so that was a pretty crushing defeat there. 13-8 on Split and 21-19 on Ascent. I think that is the longest time it's ever gonna OT. I think maybe in all three international leagues. I might be wrong about that. I think it might be one in North America, but I don't know. I'm not really too sure. But yeah, he went crazy, and that's why he was MVP. Absolute crazy he went. So that completely makes sense. Team Secret, they 2-0 against Gen G Esports to advance themselves to the upper bracket quarterfinals, or upper bracket semifinals, I should say. Well, I don't know what is it called? Upper bracket final. There we go. 2-0 victory for Team Secret against Gen G. 13-6 on Ascent, 13-8 on 13-6 on Haven, 13-8 on Ascent. I apologize, And it was Jeremy again, MVP. He was also really good as well. He had some great moments. Lower bracket semifinals, RIQ that was sent home by Gen G. A pretty close game though. Went back and forth many times. 13-6 on Haven went to Gen G. 13-2 on Lotus went to RIQ. And 13-7 on Ascent went to Gen G. Don't know who got MVP. But if I had to take a guess, it was probably Meteor. Just because of his jet plays and basically him saving multiple games. Or I should say rounds for Gen G. Bracket final to the first player to actually, well, I should say the first team to go to grand final was ZETA Division, a 2-0 victory for them against Team Secret, 39 on Lotus and 37 on Fracture. And it was Laz getting MVP. And Laz was playing the chamber, so that definitely contributed a lot to ZETA Division's success. For these next 2 games, I'll be doing a VLR.GG, so mostly these ones are best of 5, so that's why I kind of want to go more in depth on them. So, first start off with Team Secret versus Gen G in the lower final. It was Team Secret winning this one, a 3-1 victory for them against Gen G Esports. And Envy, he had a phenomenal game. He was just phenomenal. He was closing out games, closing out rounds as well. Basically just putting the team on his back. That's how good he was. He was that dominant against Gen G, and no one really had an answer. To be honest, Meteor was alright. Sylvan had some good moments. TS had some good moments. King and God they were kind of iffy. I'll be honest. I probably expect maybe some changes coming from Gen G during the off season. But Team Secret, they were really good. Especially Envy. Plus 47 KDA ratio. That is really good for Envy. So Haven went to Gen G's way, 13-10 for the side of obviously for Gen G. Envy doing a great job. Meteor also having some good rounds as well. 13-11 on Pearl with the Team Secret. Once again, Envy doing an amazing job. 13-2 on Ascent for Team Secret. Once again, it was Envy. And 13-6 on Lotus, once again from Team Secret, and Envy once again. He was so consistent in all 4 maps. I'm super impressed with Envy. He is a phenomenal player. Have a look at the performance-wise, though. 1-4K each from both Dubstep and Envy for the side of Team Secret. And TES having 1 for Gen G, and Meteor having 2 4Ks for the side of Gen G. And for the final one, for the grand final, ZETA Division. They win against Team Secret, which means that ZETA Division will be going to Champions in August, which I'm very excited about. And obviously, they were so close of making it to Masters Tokyo, but luckily they have made it to an international LAN event here for Champions, and possibly maybe making another Cinderella run like they did in Reykjavik in 2022. Hopefully that is the case. It was a 3-1 victory for ZETA Division, and I also checked it was Laz who got MVP, I'm pretty sure. And it does actually say who got MVP for Team Secret vs Gen G, but I'm guessing it was Envy, just because of how amazing he was. 3-1 victory for ZETA Division against Team Secret. And you see why Laz got the MVP. He was phenomenal. Dev also had some great moments as well. Crow really surprised me. He was very consistent throughout the game. 10 had some good moments. Sugar Zero was alright. I didn't really see a lot from him, I'll be honest, but he did alright. I mean, what can you really say about Team Secret? I mean, Dubstep and Jeremy, they had some good moments. Nothing really else. I'm trying to be positive here, but I just can't really find anything else really to say about Team Secret. They were just, they were outclassed massively by ZETA Division. That's how bad it was. 14-12 on Fracture was incredibly close. Now went to ZETA Division's way, went to OT. And you see the chamber being used, and that chamber was definitely being a thorn on the side of Team Secret. 13-9 on the Ascent for Team Secret, so went to Team Secret's way. Borkham had good moments, including Jesse Vash and Dubstep. 37 on Split, went to ZETA Division. And then 13-6 on Lotus for ZETA Division. And once again, the Laz. The Laz chamber is officially back. So if we see possibly Lotus or Fracture in Champions, watch out for Laz, because he may have a massive impact on the game. Performance-wise, though, a couple of 4Ks, Crow having 1 4K, 10 having 2 4Ks, and Dubstep and Jeremy both having 4K each. Now, I know I didn't tell anyone this, but I actually did 2 different Pickems. This one, as you see right now, is actually my own Pickems. This is what I predicted. So let's have a look at it. Obviously, the green ones means I'm correct, the gray one means I'm incorrect, and the blue, I don't know what the hell the blue means. I think the blue means that did not happen at all. So I got quite a lot of greens, you know. Talent got right, RQ, I got Zeta Vision's run right. I got 95 points, which is not, no, the majority, I actually don't know what the majority is. The majority is 50 points maybe. No, 30 points. 30 points. It was 30 points. So with how many? 1,156 users, or 1,156 if you want to be fantasy. Not fancy, fancy. There we go. But really good run. Actually, these are some pretty good pick'ems. I was debating a lot on Genji versus Talent Esports because I thought Genji was going to bomb out early, but Genji really surprised me in this tournament. RIQ, I was expecting him to have a run. It kind of got ended, sadly, in lower round 1, so that did not happen. Low final, yeah, I mean, I just had a gut feeling mainly for RIQ winning. So, you know, this was all good, you know? This was nice. However, I did one with an AI. So basically, kind of similar to what I did with Locked in Sao Paulo. I used a Valorant simulator and I did that, and this is what I came up with. I got a total of 45 points, at least more points than the majority, but still pretty bad. The simulation predicted Team Secret to go into Champions in the ZETA division. It got Talon right. It got it got upper round 1 right. It got RIQ winning his global right. It got the upper semifinals right. But everything else was just completely wrong, especially lower round 1, lower final, and even the grand final as well. So yeah, it was pretty bad here for the simulation. So at least I can say I'm officially smarter than a simulator in the Pacific League. So that's really about it for me. Once again, congratulations to ZETA Division for making it to champions and winning Pacific LCQ. Do me a favor as well, you know, subscribe to the channel, drop a like as well. It would really help me to continue to make great content. So yeah, and obviously the other videos of Americas and EMEA that'll be coming out tomorrow or whenever this video comes out as well. So that's really bad of me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys all next time in the next one. Goodbye.